Well, that's not good. Grable broke it.
Don't know where he's going, but he's been where you've been. Hannibal, Hannibal, the Vanable.
It's extremely hot today, everybody. I just woke up from a little nap and I have the AC running. I have the thermostat set to 85 degrees, which is fine. I'm just trying not to use too much power. But I definitely do need to upgrade my solar panels when I get a chance. We're already down to 78% on the battery. And that means I'll have to charge up the system off shore power no later than sometime early next week. My next payday is, let's see, what's today's date? Yeah, I got about 7 days before my next payday, which won't be much with these new hour cuts. So now I could go park in the shade because I am out here catching solar, which is a double-edged sword. And I might do that next time. I might just go ahead and hit a partial shady spot so I get some solar, but my van doesn't get baked. But that is the lesson I've learned, is that I've got enough battery. I just don't have enough solar to charge my system up in the summertime. Basically, in the fall and winter, even though there's not as much sun, the van doesn't get baked as much. I don't have to crank the AC to keep up as much. So the two things I need to do: insulate and switch out to those residential graded solar panels. Hello everyone. As you can see, I'm in a Motel 6. My batteries were getting pretty low on the van, and it's been really hot. So over 100 degrees inside the van. I didn't want to risk the AC not having enough power. So my son and I decided we were going to come and spend a week here before he leaves at this hotel. So we're staying 5 days. We'll be leaving the day after my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow. So we've been here for a bit. We've also had a lot of errands to do. We were getting a lot of his stuff together in the storage for the moving van to come and take their stuff. They came and got the stuff yesterday, so it's on its way to New York. He's currently working a gig downtown for his old high school, doing some sound and lighting work. So I've been straightening up this hotel room because, you know, you make trash pretty quick. And then I emptied out all my containers in the van and brought them in. So I'm going to go through. I have a nice climate controlled space to wipe down everything and get rid of anything that I don't need, things like that. The van's gotten a good break. I'm actually not plugging the van in here at this Motel 6. Since I'm not using the van that much, the solar is charging it just fine. If you're not using the air conditioner, then of course we've got plenty of power coming in from the sun. So by the time it's time for us to wheels up, my charge will be 100%. And I think I told you that after doing some research, I learned that I should probably get some residential panels instead. I was doing some research with some other folks and checking out some Google searches. It looks like if I get two 400-watt residential panels, that'll be the way to go. I don't have the money, but it's not that bad. It's only like a little over $400 to get those in. Getting them shipped to me will be a bit of a headache. I guess it's going to come to my post office if I did that. But supposedly, once I do that, my little air conditioner can run almost constant. But during the day, it can run without really any power loss. We'll actually still be gaining some. It's the evenings that I have to worry about. And of course, I think my battery is getting at the end of its lifespan. for the actual van. And I think once I change that out, my DC to DC charger will be more efficient again. Right now, it's kicking off after 15 seconds, which is usually a sign that the bypass isn't working. But I checked the bypass and everything, so the next thing it would be is the battery. Ideally, change the battery, then my DC to DC charger will be working great. So if I had more efficient solar panels, my DC to DC charger working great, and then I still have the ability to shore power charge. And I've got something new, and that's what I wanted to show you guys today that might help out until I get all that stuff handled. I'm really hoping this works, and I'm really hoping it's the game changer that I think it will be. So I've been doing some research, and so far I don't see any reason that this item that I got shouldn't work. I have a reason that something else in my van might stop it from working, so I might have to buy something else to go with it, which I'm not financially ready to do yet. But let's open this up and take a look. And if anyone who's watching this knows more about this, let me know. This is my first time attempting this. And I will put the link in the description. You guys know I have an influencer link, so I'll slap this up there if anyone else watching this wants to give it a try. Here it is. The idea is this here will stop me from having some anxiety on where to plug in. This is a J1772 end, and this is your standard plug-in here. And the idea is that I can go to one of those charge point stations that I'm always charging the Fiat at, plug in from there, hook this end to my charger that hooks up to my batteries, and I should be able to get a charge. Now, I won't be getting a level 2 charge off of it the way my setup is right now. I should get the same or better as a regular shore power charge. But since I don't have any other way to charge in unless I go to a hotel or I go to a Love's RV, this would give me a way to not have to book those and just pay for the amount of power that I use. That would be great, especially if I can do it on my off days in the middle of the night. A lot of these charge stations stay empty. I might even be able to plug in, and not so much overnight, because most of these places have a 2-hour limit and I don't want to call too much attention to myself that way. But I could set a timer for 2 hours and either chill in the back of the van, get some editing done, basically make use of my time while the thing is charging without having to worry about, you know, getting a knock for the most part. And right now I'm filming this on Sunday. Tonight is the big fight for the UFC. My son gets off work. We're gonna hook up and watch it on this TV, have a good time. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I don't have a whole lot planned. And basically my birthday present is a week at this Motel 6, is how we're looking at it. So I've got a nice air-conditioned spot. The cats have been having a good time, mostly just chilling next to me like they would in the van. But we don't have to worry about things like, you know, extreme heat and being away from them for too long. So we're enjoying this for a bit. Like I say, my son goes back the day after my birthday. So stay tuned to see what else goes on. Thanks for joining me. And for anyone wondering, the van is right outside the door. Fiat usually parks right there. We have actually been charging the Fiat here, which they have no problem with, so that's been nice. But I am going to take advantage of washing dishes. This is the cat's plate with the anti-skid. Sorting laundry, because all the laundry's been cleaned, but my son's going to be leaving after this, so we're going to get all of his laundry together to go in his suitcase. I'm going to pick up the rest. Most of the trash is done. This is mostly things like my bins and stuff from the van. I want to empty those out and clean them, things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing while he's working, so we can just chill. We're going to have a pizza, some wings, watch the fight. What are you doing, Happy? Hello everyone, it is the next day. It is my birthday, so we're trying to figure out some things to go out and do. More than likely, we're going to go watch a movie. I kind of just want to chill in the hotel room and enjoy our last couple days in the hotel room and eat some good food. I'll keep you guys posted on what we do. Oh yeah, and I shaved. Alright everyone, my birthday is over. We have checked out of the hotel. We're headed over to put the car back in storage. Phoenix flies out this afternoon. So it's been a fun week, but now it's time to go solo again. I think the cats had a good time seeing him again. That's him right there. I am off today, so after I drop him off, I pretty much have everything kind of handled in the van. I gotta straighten up the van, but almost everything's clean outside of the van. As far as most of my laundry has been done. I've washed dishes and everything when I was at the hotel. I've kind of cleaned up my bins and reorganized those. And right now we're headed over to drop off the cot, leave the car. He's going to sort what he's taking with him in his suitcase, what he's not, and I'm going to see if there's anything I want to take out of the van and put in storage for right now as well. I do work tomorrow, and I work tomorrow and the next day. The way my week cuts is today is Tuesday, so I work Wednesday, Thursday, and because I'm overnight, only the first 2 hours of a Friday work. So even getting extra hours, it won't fall on this week's cut. So the real goal is to try to get more hours next week. So to see if maybe I can come in. I mean, obviously if I can come in Friday, that'd be great, because that's, 6 hours going towards the next week. And maybe Saturday. And I think that's the most they're going to give me is 5 days for a while. Which is just going to be slow going, chipping away at the bill instead of getting knocked out in a month or two. But at the same time, it gives me some downtime. And maybe we can get some better quality videos out there. But we are downtown. Basically, we got to cut through downtown to get to where my storage is. And then I think we're going to grab something to eat, I'm sure. And then it's basically time to say our goodbyes. Everyone, just dropped the boy off at the airport, so he's heading back to New York. I think Happy's having the hardest time with it, just because he and her really bonded these last few weeks, almost a month that he's been out here. So, but he's got his new apartment that he moved into that he needs to get set up, and then he's going to be headed out to LA in about a month, so he's got a lot going on. I don't work tonight, as I've probably mentioned before. I do need to get a new USB-C cable. Grable knocked my phone over and it bent my cable. It's not working right. And I didn't make a whole lot of money off of this check, which I didn't plan to make that much, but we've only got to make a couple hundred lasts for a couple weeks, so it's gonna be tight. We'll make it work. So away we go, and it's raining.
I never thought I'd fly over my own state. Something about those city lights were calling out my name. Now mama, don't you cry, you know they'll come and...
That'll put us back in business. All right, everyone, cords acquired. Just got them at 5 below here. It was on my way. I basically got one to replace the one I broke, which is usually in the front, but I also use it when I'm inside work. I might get another one just for work again. I had this little orange one that I was using, but it's kind of, I think it's getting worn out. And then I've got this larger 10-foot C2C one, and that's one I'm going to keep in the back where I charge it over my bed when I'm chilling and stuff. So I think that's the best thing to do. They're doing a resetting of the mods over there, so they don't have all their cords up. But this is all I need for right now. And like I said, I might get another one a little bit later. All right, going over to that Walmart that I spend time at that I don't work at. Oh, and by the way, we're in the parking lot of the Walmart that I do work at. Let's get out of here.
And if I never stay, the same old now welcome sign, the population getting by, crossing that county line brings back the good old days, with the same old station on the side of that homegrown two-lane paradise, watching that midnight sky you don't see in LA. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same.
Man, it's gonna take some getting used to. I'm probably not gonna keep this beard this short, but my birthday, I wanted to get it all trimmed down to see what we got going on again. Like I said, boys dropped off, dropped in to get some cords so this phone can charge for the most part. Kitty cats are doing fine. We got a mess back there. Everything's clean, but I need to put everything in its place because I pretty much gutted everything and put it into the hotel we were staying at and took time to clean the pieces that were back there. Cats need some wet cat food, so I may not have a lot of funds, but I make sure the cats are taken care of first. So let's take care of that right now. I'm glad they got singles back, but I can't live without these. These double packs or whatever, they're great, but I just don't have the room for them. All right, let's see. Gotta get in their tender centers. There it is. All right. Supplies for the most part are acquired. I picked up something for the collection as well, just because my son has been wanting it, so I have that as well. Looks like the remodel has begun, so they're taping off the section over here. I knew the remodel was coming for this particular Walmart. I usually keep up with that stuff online. I don't know what that means for me, but I'm just going to park on this other side for right now and see what happens. And I don't know how well you can see it, but right there is the little fireworks selling thing, because we're coming up on selling fireworks and things for 4th of July. So this area right here might become off limits as well. I'll figure out a spot to park. We'll see. Hey, Happy. Hey, Grable. I do have a lot of stuff that fell and shifted just because my cooler was essentially empty. So I got some stuff I need to straighten up back here. It's not really as bad as it looks. It's okay, Hap. This one's missing my son. They really bonded this time. I'm chilling in the back of the van, straightened up the floor enough to get around. I got to put my pipes back together, that divider of pipes. At some point I need to glue them. I just think I have some old primer and glue in my storage I'm just trying to wait till I come across those. And that's going to be a thing coming up very soon. Now that I have enough room with my son taking a lot of his stuff out of one of the storage units to New York, I have enough room to kind of sort and start listing stuff on my eBay and things like that, like I used to do. Cats are chilling. Grable is doing better than Happy. Happy is missing the boy, and that's pretty fair. I'm 100% on battery, basically by not running the van that much, because I wasn't in it. I didn't run the air conditioning that much, so the van was able to naturally, over the course of 5 days while we stayed in that hotel, get up to 100%. And I've got the fan blowing right now. Betty Grable's making time in front of it. What a grumpy face, Betty. But I'm going to chill here for a few hours and then probably go hit Bass Pro and get a night's sleep. We're all just kind of off the high of hanging out with my son, going to movies, eating really good and everything. Now it's time to, as I say, pay the piper. I'm pretty tapped out on funds for the next couple weeks for sure, and I work tomorrow night, and hopefully I can score some more work time once I show up over there. But it's back to the grind. You know, we took a big gamble and we made a little money. We just didn't make a lot of money. So now it's time to get back to it, make a new plan, and enjoy the summer and try to survive the summer. So we've got a lot of stuff to do to the van. I'm just happy to still have a van that's running. Catch up with you in a little bit. It's okay, girl. You'll see him hopefully in the summer. Well, as you can see, I'm still in the Walmart parking lot. I just got notification from my son that he landed safely and he is back at his apartment in New York, so that part of everything is behind me. It's about time for me to mosey over to my sleep spot. I did get some bread and lunch meat, and now I need to get some ice for my cooler. I'm going to go to Buc-ee's and grab that. Pretty chill today. No one really bothered me. It's a weekday, not a lot going on, and it had a steady rain up until a few minutes ago. So that's what I needed. I had plenty of sleep at the hotel last night, and we mad dashed and got my son where he needed to be. Cats and I just chilled and spent quality time for the first time in the van for about 4 or 5 days. So I think it's what we needed. So let's get moving. All right, let's go get this ice. And we have ice. There's no room for anything to go in there till the ice melts a little bit, but we have ice. All right, gonna go to our final stop for the night, and pretty sure I'm gonna sit back and watch a movie on my phone today. Just enjoying a chill day, getting reacclimated to the van with the cats in our usual familiar haunts. It's been fun, and still trying to get, you know, reset from having my son hanging out with me for so long and then being gone. It's always rough. Happy here is trying to figure out what to do with herself as well. But I am going to watch Scream 7 because I haven't seen it yet. My son has seen it already, so I put off watching it with him. So I'm going to sit back, watch Scream 7 just on my phone, and make myself a sandwich. I think it's been a pretty nice day. The weather's been cool. I haven't had to use the AC, so I got to keep my batteries at 100. I just had the fan running, which doesn't really do much to this vehicle, so we're doing good. You know, I told you guys some of the things going on, the ups and downs, but the bottom line is every day I can come in, have my belly full, my gas tank handled, and still have a job, I shouldn't complain too much. So I'm gonna chill with the cats. I'm gonna watch Scream 7. I'm gonna feed the cats, and then I'll probably turn in for the night. Hope you guys have had a great day, great week. I'm gonna end this video here, and the next time you see my video, we're probably gonna see if that adapter works to charge my van. So until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal, signing off.
Hannibal, Hannibal the Vanable.